Good morning, kindergartners. My name again is Mrs. Shriver, and I will be your kindergarten teacher this year. And I'm very excited to be able to show you some things that I have been preparing for you in our kindergarten classroom. And so I'm starting out in the hallway. This is where you'll be coming first. You'll come in and you will find your hooks, and you will have an apple on the wall with your picture on it, so you will know where your things are to be placed on which hooks that you can use. So you'll come here first and I will greet you and tell you what you need to do. So now I'm going to walk you into the door that you'll be using to come into our classroom. So follow me. So if you're ever wondering which room is ours says kindergarten. This is my name, Mrs. Shriver, and our room number is 11B. And you can look for other things to help you remember. We have this welcome sign here on this wall, and then on this other wall door, we also have another welcome sign that I'm going to put your handprints in. As a project one day, we're going to make handprints. And so each of you will have your name and a handprint. So you'll be able to recognize our door to our classroom. So when you come into our classroom, you'll see that it's big and bright, sunny. We have many things to look at. We have a special area here. Our classroom is dedicated to Our Lady of Fatima. That is the mother of Jesus, and she appeared to 3 children in Fatima. And so this is our special spot. We have many things to look at. Books. One of the very first things, I'm going to move this out of the way, that you will see and do when you come into the classroom is use these cubbies. Okay, so you will have names on your cubbies. Right now they don't have names. I have a few more to put in, I'm still getting the room ready, but your name will be on your cubby, okay? And so as you come into the classroom, got to move this out of the way, you'll see all the desks, and one of these chairs, tables, I guess, not desks, one of these chairs and desks will be your spot, okay? So you'll be able to know because your name will be right here, right by where you're going to sit. All right. This is going to be one of the spots over here that I sit and teach from or read you a story. Sometimes I'll read stories from the bookcase here, but you also will have access to reading stories. We have many books over here. This is what we call our library. So every day you will have access to many special books. Over in this area, in the corner of the room, we have things called manipulatives. And they are for math and for science. So we will be doing many fun things with these manipulatives. Another cubby-like container that we're going to be using for you to keep your things organized is something that looks like this, and it has a number on it. And you'll get a special number. This one right here already has some things in it. I don't have a number on this one, so I need to still put a number on this one, but it will contain things like your crayons, okay, your markers, your pencils, your glue sticks, all of the things that you need for the day, and you will have it right by you at your spot. Okay? So you won't have to get up during the day too much to be able to get your things. You'll have them right next to you, right while you're working. Okay? You can either probably keep it on the table or on the floor right next to your spot. Other things I'd like to show you, boys and girls, is our reading area specifically for group reading time. So we will have very small group meeting times. So I have 3 spots at this kind of moon-shaped table. I will sit in that big chair and I will be helping you learn to read. Some special books that are back here on the shelving. Okay, so we will practice reading some of these books together in our small group. The next thing I'd like to show you is this corner of the room where we also have some other things that look like toys that you will recognize. Building blocks, many different types of blocks that you can build. Big Legos, smaller Legos. And these are cardboard type of building block. And then we have some wooden blocks. Other fun things to play with. Okay. We have our globes and our animals. So we have things to learn about. I want to bring you to where we will be first in the morning as a group. We're going to have 2 different groups because we have a pretty big class. So I need to do 2 groups that will come for our morning meeting. And the things that you will do during morning meeting are really fun. So we have things to talk about like what day of the week is it? And what is that number of that day? Okay, we'll be talking about the weather and what the temperature is that day. We will be reading from God's Bible and deciding what we are reading, if we're reading a psalm or if we're reading the gospel and many other different parts of the Bible. So we're going to talk about that in class. This is going to be our birthday chart. So whenever your birthday is, your name is going to be on that month. So if your birthday is in April, that's where you can find your name. And that's when we will celebrate your birthday. These are some of the fun little signs that we have for letting everybody know what type of weather we are having that day. So if it's a sunny day, we will put this up on our chart, and then we will find the corresponding person that looks like they are enjoying a sunny day. And we will put that on our chart as well. Many fun things that we will be able to do in our morning meeting. This is going to be our class tree. I'm working on it still. You will recognize when you come into class that very first day that your picture will be up here because you are going to be part of our class in our class tree. We have a sink in our room for us to wash our hands, make sure we're staying nice and safe and healthy. And one of the last things I wanted to show you today, we have an area called Hoppy Helpers. I wonder what that means. Hoppy. It kind of sounds like happy. But because this is a frog and he hops, we say something silly and call it Hoppy Helpers. So we need many helpers to have our classroom be fun and really work well together. So we need you boys and girls to help us to do that. And so your name will be on one of these frogs. And when it's your turn to do bringing the things to the office, your name will be stuck to that spot because it says office right there. So I have to still write many different jobs that we're going to be doing in our classroom. And when you look for your name, I will tell you what your job is if you are going to go to the office with some of the things I need you to bring there. Maybe one of your jobs is going to be a line leader. That's an important job. So your name might be right there. And then you'll know it's for you. This is our second door. And this is the area where we will be lining up to go out into the hallway. So we come in the morning at the other door, and this is where we're going to go out. Okay, when we leave the classroom to go to the bathroom or go to lunch and recess and go outside, all those things. And when we pass by this door, we also have a beautiful prayer area that reflects our Catholic faith. All the things that we have that are special in our Catholic faith. To remind us throughout the day to keep Jesus with us wherever we go. Okay. As we walk out the door here, we can see on the door there's some interesting buses and vans, car, and some kids walking. Well, that's where I'm going to write how you are going to come to school and how you're going to leave school. So then I can remember, that student goes home in the car. So I will put your name on that so you can help me remember and I will help you remember. And that is our classroom. I hope that helps you see where you're going to be spending a lot of time. And I look forward to seeing you soon. God bless.